My dearest one, when I met you, I didn't know how much I would end up needing you. It was April of 2021 when we met. Eric and I were struggling to find peace in apartment living. Coming from New York, we weren't used to the amenities. They were amazing. 2 pools, a gym, and free parking. Wow. Very quickly, we learned about the parties and the noise. Suddenly, I missed the sound of screaming sirens. We now lived in a place where people had larger apartments and more free time to host their 30 closest friends for all-night ragers, and they definitely raged. I longed for quiet and peace and greenery. I planted a small balcony herb garden that I neglected. The noise from the pool below was unbearable in the summer and in the fall and in the spring. I started to lose hope for creating the peace I yearned for, but I just knew I couldn't give up. And that's when we found you. Well, we found your house, and you were pretty empty. In fact, when we saw you, I didn't have a vision for what I wanted you to be. I was very overwhelmed by you. But we moved in, and I made the best use of you the best ways I knew how. You hosted life I was scared of. I avoided exploring you. Every inch felt scary and foreign. It all felt like it belonged to someone else and that I was simply an observer. A sweet neighbor gifted us 16 tomato plants. She said, "You get amazing sunlight in your yard. These will do well for you." Honestly, that didn't mean much to me at the time, being a north-facing lot. I left the tomatoes in their containers on the deck for about a month. They started growing. They started getting bigger. I decided to plant them, and I chose their home carefully. They got bigger. I staked them. The stakes fell apart. That year, in the midst of a tropical storm, I struggled to restake them while the wind and rain whipped, battered, and broke them. I felt the panic of letting them die. Felt regret that I couldn't do more. If I just tried harder, it would have made a difference. So I vowed to try again the next year. So I did, little by little. I started becoming interested in you and what you offered. I started to view your potential. There were things built that weren't strong, things that were falling apart. I longed to create stability and safety. We took down the shaky sunroom. We disassembled the rotten deck. We replaced the collapsed fence. You started to look like you. I started dreaming of the possibilities, and little by little, I became invested in you. I spent money, time, energy, tears, years on you. You were the first place where I showed Kilo he was safe and that he is home. I hired people to care for you. Sometimes it worked, other times it flopped. Ultimately, I found joy in tending to you with my own hands. For the longest time, it felt one-sided, and I didn't know why I tried so hard. You stung me and cut me. You cost me a small fortune. You gave up seeds. You let trees fall. It took me a while to realize that this was all part of your balance, all part of your process. You challenge me every year, and each year I feel more and more connected to you, more familiar with your lines and curves and edges and the life you host. I feel a deep sense of appreciation for the delicate ecosystem that lives in you, even for the things that sting me.
Gross.
Why do I do this? I ask myself year after year. Well, because you deserve it. You deserve to be beautiful and celebrated and honored. You deserve to be nurtured and cared for with a gentle touch and steady hands that are willing to work hard. I have given so little compared to the immensely deep and vast happiness I experience in your presence, and I continue to give willingly. Even when weeds come up faster than flowers and roots just will not take. You show me acceptance and show me what it means to be dedicated as an action and not dedicated as an idea. You being here is proof that small acts repeated with care over and over and over with faith that something beautiful is being created. Those are the things that build a great life. Those tiny things matter. My love for you makes me keep showing up. I am proud of myself for bringing you to life. As the great Stoic Marcus Aurelius says, every living organism is fulfilled when it follows the right path for its own nature. I thank you for being you and for letting me be me.